Hi there, this is Mike of Nearly Enough Dice, and this is the Kerbal Space Program. This is the Steel Snake, although I really need to rename this thing. Steel Snake, which is currently being controlled from here. I'll rename it in a second. Right, I have put in a maneuver, and I'm getting an encounter with Duna. I will fine-tune it on the way. I'm getting an encounter that will do. And somewhat to my surprise, even after I ejected my orbital stage, which has like big engines on it, I was actually worried that I would suddenly not have enough time to, because I had the less thrust to weight ratio, and therefore it's like, oh, the burn will take longer, and maybe I wouldn't have enough time. But yeah, we're about 14 seconds to go. It's going to be a minute and a bit burn. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go. Oh, probably not. Have I done a thing? Yes, I've done that thing. That's annoying. I hate that. That makes up for me being slightly early in hitting. I'll probably still make it. So although technically this individual is not in charge of the spacecraft, I can still use him to make sure that I'm as close to being on the maneuver as possible. Caps lock here. I think that's going to do. Watch our apparatus go. Not very close. I don't know how much I'm supposed to care about 3 odd meters a second. Looks like I've slightly overcooked it. So I'm okay, so I'll go out of map mode again. Don't know why I keep doing that. Now, hopefully, I've still got my encounter. So sweet. So about halfway there, which is there. It's only 87 days away. We're going to add a maneuver. Focus view. So I see this is where Duna is right now. I have a contract for getting a satellite into a Duna orbit, so. Now, what I would quite like to do with this particular, can I get a 2 million? So I think I'm going to start by getting within essentially the orbit of around about the orbit of Ike, because I would quite like to find Ike as well. And that was about 2 million. Okay. Oh, I see. That's done something very odd. There we go. Quite happy to go roundy round the other way. Oop. There must be a... Oh, there must be a massive... There you go. A bit of a massive phase difference. Well, phase difference. But what's the whole point of this is we can fix that. So we can fix that here. And you can see how tiny the delta V amounts are that are enabling me to do this. Yeah, you know, so I'm gonna. There's gonna be a certain amount of fiddling as I get even closer, and I start to think about secularization orbits and do I want to try for Ike on this mission, or do I not want to bother? If I can just get a flyby of Ike, that's going to be pretty cool. I'm trying to work out. Am I a little above? Or am I just kind of close enough? I think I'm a little above. So yeah, that's a little fiddly thing that I'm going to be able to do. Now, things. Oh, the sun's in the wrong goddamn place. Right, oh, things in that case. Things. We are going to turn off the electric charge in this. Just in case. So, absolute worst case scenario. I might turn off one battery as well. So, worst case scenario. Because I actually have a fair amount of electricity in this thing. But worst case scenario, so there's a gravity scan available. So I'm going to pick. Well, actually, I might as well. Yeah. I might as well deliberately, instead of using that, I'm going to grab. If I can find the. Log gravity data, that's going to give me 30 cents, that's worth doing. So keep the data. Oh, what do you contain that? Uploaded, oh okay, that's fine. It's wanting me to update it. Update kill line top. I'll do it later. So what we are going to do is going to add in that maneuver node in 87 days. But what we are going to do first is we're going to rename this one. Rename vessel. Duna Explorer. So now, when I add this, it's going to be the Duna Explorer. So I'm going to know which one it is, and we're going to add that alarm in. So Duna Explorer. So I mean, my Dual Explorer. I mean, I'll have to do the rethingy on the Dual Explorer first. So there's a lot of things I'm gonna. I've got time to do things here. Quite frankly, I should also probably do one on the SOI change. Not that SOS. That's interesting. Yeah, okay. I'll try, and I'll have to remember to do that when I do the correction maneuver. Is when I'm going to do that. Anyway, EVA. Where are you? You're over there. And so he's going to take the data off that, and then board. So from time to time, if it tells me, so I'm going to go back to this and start put everything back on. So that way, I've got that gravity data. That's some extra science for getting to Duna. I've turned off the electric charge in that and that. I can actually turn off the SAS for now to save on power. It's more or less pointed towards the sun, given that it's pointed towards the Kerbin, and Kerbin is what's in the way at the minute. Fundamentally, that's that, and we're just going to leave Bill in the blackness of space for 80 odd days. Good thing you don't need to do life support. I mean, I should probably get TAC life support for precisely these circumstances. All right. Space Center. See, I've got a few Duna-related things to do. Explore Duna, which hopefully is what I'm doing right now. Achieve orbit. Transmit from space around Duna. Land on Duna. Transmit from the surface of Duna. Right. So that's the plan anyway. Actually, could be a chunk of money and some reputation. Which would be quite cool. I also have Explore Ike, and I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do that one. Although I do kind of have a plan. I don't think I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be able to land the Duna Explorer on Ike, as well as on Duna, so sort that one. Position satellite in equatorial orbit of Duna. So this is another Duna related one. I also have Flyby Duna, which is I'm going to get anyway. So that's essentially free money. But what's slightly irritating is it's free money, but it's a contract that's going to be sitting there for days and days and days and days. But anyway, so I'll do this. Launch a new unmanned probe that has antenna and can generate power. Reach destination equatorial orbit around Duna with marginal deviation. Maintain stability. So what I'm thinking is send my very small and very simple satellite launcher as well as the Duna Explorer. Technically speaking, so the window's going to be open for a few more hours. Now I'm using this one, which is my cheap satellite launcher 3. That's a satellite with no scientific instruments on it, and that's 5,648 kilobytes. This is the exact same, except it's got a temperature gauge and it's got a gravioli. In fact, most of the difference in price is the Gravioli detector. So that's why that's quite expensive. But it does mean that I will be able to get quite a lot of data. So that should be quite a lot of science. It does have an issue that is actually kind of difficult to. It actually has not quite enough power to actually do most of the transmission. But that's fine. So I'm also going to launch that. Alright, there you go. That's the cheap satellite launcher, and that's why I feel perfectly within the bounds of reason to just launch it right now. May or may not be the most efficient launcher, but it gets the job done. There we go. It's all working as intended. And then I'm just going to set up the same kind of encounter burn as I did with Steel Snake, which is, well, Junior Explorer, which is just over there. So it's going to be really only a few minutes behind, which is slightly mental. There we go. I think we're going to call that close enough. Right, so what was our... I was going to use the same figures and assume that they're right. So I want 150.91 on that angle. Basically going to be there. So it's going to be an orbit behind. That's fine. Going to... First, I'm going to do a couple things. If I can find it. Where's the Milky? There we go. It's not really a Milky Way, obviously, is it? Now, I've got 949 delta V left in this stage, which I would kind of quite like to use. But I don't know what that is going to do to the calculations, because that's obviously, it's a little tiny engine at the back end there. Right, I'm going to rename this. Duna Orbiter. I was also thinking of maybe trying to point it directly at the sun. So that I'd get a nice amount of sunlight. What are you complaining about? Gravity scan? No, we're not going to do that. So what I was thinking of doing is just chucking that final 948, because I'm going to need to do... Well, it's very close actually. Because what you need to do, the amount you need to chuck in is 1043, give or take. here and turn on maneuver. Come back out. Seems to be actually quite a lot less. There you go. So 1041. Well, I say quite a lot. So the math says 1043, and I'm getting 1041. So I'd have to add in another 100 delta V with the second stage. I'm tempted just to go for it. I think that would probably work. I mean, you know, the Ant engine has a tiny. I mean, it is super tiny. Well, it's not turning on the it is at the minute because it's not actually doing anything. How long is that burn going to take? It is only going to take 40 seconds. So we're going to add in the alarm. Warpity warp warp. Warp warp warp. I shouldn't say things like that. I should never do that again. I'm not doing any science stuff at this end because, which means I'm going to want to turn off the warping. Turn that off just now because it's going to interfere with my time warping. Now let's see which way we are pointed. Oh, that's funny. We're eclipsed by the moon, by the sun. I'm going to point towards the sun anyway, on the ground, that I should be able to get some something. Yeah, I think the only. Oh no, I do have some batteries. Right, so I'm going to turn off the battery in. No, I'm not. That's empty. But I'm getting some solar power at long last, I think. Blocked by Mun, so it's not actually getting it in just a minute. As we go around the Earth. I mean, we're alright. There we go. There we go. So now I'm going to turn off the battery in the core itself, because the battery pack is vastly larger. So that means that I will always have some in the tank, just in case. So now I'll just time warp until the next maneuver. Got a lot of debris to clean up. Actually, I've got some steel snake debris to clean up. I should be doing clever things like making sure they all burn up in the atmosphere, but I'm a bad person and I don't. Alrighty then. Delete on close. It's got a minute to point in the right direction. What do you want? Gravity scan. You're not getting a gravity scan. No gravity scan for you. I mean, it might be worth doing one when Well, I mean, the Juno Explorer is going to be doing most of that. Okay. Let's go have a look at my staging. I'm going to want to put those in the same stage, so that I'll be able to smoothly go from one to the other without having to do my normal thing of, wait, why is it not working? Oh, have to stage them. Right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1. So basically you're going to use the entirety of this first engine. And then I'm kind of just going to have to hope that I'll be able to put the rest of it in. At a reasonable rate, even with a little tiny ant engine. Right, so that's that done. Oh, this looks like it's actually going to work. Sweet. Colour me vaguely impressed. Alrighty then. Oh, I was already in that mode. Am I getting my encounter? Not quite. Oh no, I want to go the other way. Right, let's go retrograde. Right, so I'm now getting an encounter. And I'm going to do the usual thing of setting up... Well, yeah. Yes, I do in fact want to set up a... I'm going to do that halfway through. Focus view. And I want to fiddle with that. Because I want to get close to that orbit that I've been asked to do, because that's going to be a contract. And quite frankly, if after that I can get what I'm thinking of doing is actually landing this thing on Ike, and so I can get the Explore Ike contract with this. So that's going to be, so I can, wrong way. So that is going to get me very close to the orbit that I'm going to want for the contract. So I should be able to get that contract reasonably easily. So I'm going to add that. Dune orbiter, Parker, just add that in. And that's days and days and days and days and days away. Strangely, oh no, it's, yeah, I do my. So there you go. So that's 2. Don't know why I'm going back here. That's, yeah, that's. Who are you? Oh no, okay. So that's 2 Dune emissions going off within half an hour of each other. And that's them set off and ready to go. The last thing I want to do is I really want to aim as best I can for... Right, I'm going to turn off... What am I going to do? So I want to aim as best I can towards the sun, but I really can't. I think the best I can do is aim basically at where Kerbin is right now, so, and aim directly at the ground, and then turn off SAS. And I mean, quite frankly, I've got the core turned off, which means that I should have power. Even if it all goes horribly wrong, I should still have power to point it towards the sun. And that's that. So thanks so much for watching. Please hit like and subscribe if you've been enjoying these videos. You may find Nearly Enough Dice at nearlyenoughdice.com, and we're also on Facebook and Twitter, so do find us there. And until next time, reach for the stars.